Well, we are back for another set of results. Today, you will find out the first 10 semi-finalists of this edition. Isn't that exciting?
It sure is. You were quite eager to vote here, based on the fact that we set a new turnout record for this edition and have made a decision as to who goes through from this quarterfinal. So let us take a look at who has made it and who will have to watch the remaining contest from home.
Quite dramatic. I like it. Well, let's go to the qualifiers then. 21 countries competed in this quarterfinal. Only 10 can survive it. We begin by looking at the first 3 countries that may have made it, which are Ghana, South Africa, and Lithuania. 2 first-time quarterfinalists against Lithuania, a country that has flopped time and time again before one day going all the way to 10th place. Can they get closer to their second final now, or will one of the 2 African countries make history by reaching the semi-finals for the first time? Qualifier number 1 from the first quarterfinal is Lithuania.
The days of this country being shit seem to be over for sure now. Congratulations for making it to the semi-finals yet again, the 3rd time they compete there. Once it was successful, once it wasn't. We will see soon enough what the 3rd time brings. First though, we take a look at Guinea, Croatia, and the Northern Mariana Islands. 2 more former finalists, both have also reached the top 10 already, as well as Guinea, which is in the quarterfinals for the first time today. Will said first appearance also lead to the first semifinal, or is this as far as they come this edition? The second country that will be in the semifinals is Guinea.
What a comeback for this artist. She couldn't make it out of the preliminaries last time she competed, and now is in the semifinals. Sure a success for an obscure African country that is only on its 2nd ever participation. Let's see who else can celebrate success as well when looking at Hong Kong, Tristan da Cunha, and Marie Birdland. Hong Kong and Marie Birdland have both already been in semifinals before, though they always were as far as these 2 territories could come. Tristan da Cunha was even more unlucky and never even made it that far. Will this change now? Country number 3. To qualify now is Hong Kong.
Our voters still don't want to follow the title of this song and bury Hong Kong. Instead, the territory reaches its 3rd semifinal in 4 participations. Truly a great achievement. We can only hope they finally break their semifinal curse as well. We still have 7 more qualifiers, so let's take a look at Ghana, the Philippines, and Malaysia next. 3 countries that have never made it to the semifinals before. In fact, only the Philippines has even been in the quarterfinals already. Who will triumph out of these 3 now and go to the semifinals for the first time ever? That country, which is our 4th qualifier, is Malaysia.
I think at this point it's safe to say Malaysia has one of the biggest improvement stories of this edition, going from preliminary flop to semi-finalists between its two appearances. Who knows, maybe they can even go the last step and reach the final as well. We will find out soon enough. Now we first want to see who qualifies among Syria, Tunisia, and Croatia. Would you look at that? Quite a rock-heavy trio, though all very different types of rock, of course. They all reach different stages as their best results so far, with Syria never escaping the quarterfinals so far, Tunisia only ever going to the semifinals, and Croatia having reached the final twice already. What will this edition bring to each of them? We can at least say that the country not failing in the quarterfinals for certain is Tunisia.
Yet another country with 4 participations, 3 of which going to the semifinals now. Can this third one finally be the breakthrough to get to the final as well? We can at least hope so for them, but there will be others trying to get on top of them for sure. One of those may be South Africa, St. Martin, or the United Kingdom. St. Martin is not only the only one of these to have been in the final before, they have been there with the same artists even. Can they get closer to that again? Will South Africa turn its first quarter-final appearance into a semi-final appearance as well? Or will the UK come closer to breaking its curse at last? The 6th qualifier is the United Kingdom.
For the first time since 2024B, the United Kingdom makes it to the semifinals. What an achievement for Grace, who has the chance to finally make the dream of getting this country into the final a reality. We can only wish her the best that she can pull that off. Another country we can only wish the best will be either the Philippines, Johnston Atoll, or Taiwan. As mentioned already, the Philippines still have to make it to a semifinal despite participating 3 times already. Will the 4th one be their moment at last? Will Johnston Atoll triumph even more than they did simply by coming this far? Or will Taiwan join the UK in the semifinals as another hopeful to end their non-qualification curse on their 6th participation? Semi-finalist number 7. From quarterfinal 1 is Taiwan.
What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for? 到一生坠落，成为孤立无援的凶手。What am I fighting for?
It took Taiwan 4 tries to escape a quarterfinal for the first time, and now they do it for the 2nd time in a row. Perhaps this can actually be the edition they go to the final as well. They can certainly dream. Another country that will be able to do so for sure is either Croatia, Marie Birdland, or Syria. Aside from Croatia, a lineup of repeat participants, with Syria's artists having competed twice before already even. Will they reward themselves with the semi-final this time around, or will it be one of the other countries returning there? The 8th country, making it to the semi-finals, is Marie Birdland.
Mathika does it again. She qualifies to the semifinals, hoping to bring this Antarctic territory into its first final as well. We can for sure congratulate her for going this far. At the very least, maybe we will be able to congratulate her for even more soon. However, first we must find out who qualifies among Ghana, St. Martin, and Ireland. Two countries that have been in the final before, as well as Ghana that's still waiting to get there. Will the wait now be over, or can one of the other two take it yet again? Let us reveal that qualifier number 9 that was selected out of the 13 countries still hoping for a spot is Ireland.
Ireland proves surprisingly strong over its history in this contest. They haven't even competed twice already, but have reached the semifinals almost every other time, only missing out last edition. This also means we have another horse song in the semifinals, and we all know how that turned out last time. Can history repeat itself? Perhaps. But before we find out, we first want to know our last qualifier of the day. 12 countries are still anxiously waiting, but only one has succeeded. We can already say it was an extremely close race to the very end. Who knows if it was this country that had to worry for all that time. So let us tell you that the 10th and final qualifier that has made it from the first quarterfinal into the semifinals is it's Johnston Atoll.
Ella Bow really can't be stopped. Not only has she given Johnston Atoll its first quarterfinal, she also gives it its first semi-final on top of that. Congratulations for this incredible achievement.
But while she cheers, the remaining countries will sadly no longer compete in this edition. Especially tragic for St. Martin, which fails to qualify on a tiebreaker. An unfortunate fate, but somebody had to be eliminated, so they were the unlucky one. Oh well, let's not spend too much time with mourning, and instead go and take a look at the semi-final allocations.
Obviously, this is a lot easier than in the preliminaries, with just a simple draw over the 10 qualifiers being conducted. Half went into each semi-final, leading to the allocation you see on screen. We hope these countries can make it in their respective semi-finals.
And with that, we are already done. Tomorrow, quarterfinal 2 will open. Malay will present that, while I will join her for the results. Zico will have a small break until quarterfinal 4 meanwhile. See you for those rounds.